Hey everyone, welcome to ChaatNChat. My name is Josh.
My name is Miguel.
And today we are going to watch something pretty special, and I know a number of you have already been pointing it out. We actually talked about it in our live stream today, earlier today, and it is the promo video for the upcoming movie, no title yet, even after this promo, of the Kamal Haasan and Rajnikanth movie, that it is their collaboration. Now, there is some debate on what was the last movie that they've been in together. Well, it depends on what you mean as been in together. Cameos versus full-on fledged co-star credits, because there were cameos like all the way up into like the 80s that either one of them had a cameo in each other's movies. But it is anywhere, depending on how you consider starring in a movie together, between 40 years and 47 years.
Wow, that's a gap.
Yeah. So, but I mean, even at the lows, at 40 years, I mean, it is still
That's a gap.
a pretty big gap. And but these are two powerhouses, two giant actors in the industry, and seeing them on screen, I've never seen them on screen together, so it's going to be something really awesome. Now, with Kamal Haasan, we have not seen that many movies. Actually, it's only really been two, and really only one where he was the lead, which was Vikram. And I guess he had that kind of cameo to connect the two movies in Leo, but we also saw him as the villain, if you remember, in Kalki AD. Okay. So that has really been the experience of ours with him. But I'm very interested in watching more, so if people can suggest them, we'll definitely check them out. Whereas Rajnikanth, the superstar, we have seen so many of his movies, and I am there every single time with him. Actually, the director is Nelson, so we've seen at least two of his movies in the past, Jailer and Doctor. And Doctor actually was like, I think we watched that before Jailer, and so Doctor was not only our intro to Nelson, but it was also our intro into Sivaji, so which was just a great movie, and it really gave us an idea of what kind of director Nelson is.
Right.
He's got that kind of dark comedy humor, that deadpan sort of humor, and we saw it both in Doctor and in Jailer, which, by the way, we also saw the Jailer 2 promo, which I'm really looking forward to that. I'm curious to see where they're going to go with that story.
Yeah.
But here we have the promo, still, again, titled to be yet named. And but people said that there's a good vibe. So let's watch it together, and then we'll
see
discuss.
if we get hyped too.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's probably a given, but okay. Here we go.
எந்த ரூமுக்கு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் போறது புதுவிதமான கன்ஃபியூஷனா இருக்கு இந்த ரூமுக்கா
That's Nelson on the left.
தல
ಷಣ್ಮುಗ ಪ್ರಿಯವಾ ಕೋಗಿಲ ಪ್ರಿಯವಾ
ஹீரோயினா
ರಾಗಂಜಿ ಸರಿ
ರಾಗಮ್ಮ.
ಕರಗರ ಪ್ರಿಯಲೆ ಬಿಡು
போய் சொல்ற
And I think he's the music composer.
பாவம் அதர்ஸ் பட் இந்த 2 ஃபிங்கர் டெக்னிக் ரொம்ப நல்லா இருக்கு நம்மளும் இதையே ஃபாலோ பண்ணுவோம்
Like eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Yeah. 7 is considered a perfect number.
சூப்பர் சார் ரஜினி சாரும் இதான் செலக்ட் பண்ணியிருக்காரு
Oh. It's like he can't wear the same thing.
குஞ்சாய் சார் கமல் சாருக்கு அது ரொம்ப அழகாக இருந்தது
இருக்கட்டும் இது சார் எடுத்திருக்காரா இல்லையா
இல்லை சார் இது சார் எடுக்கல
இது
அது ஆல்ரெடி சார் எடுத்து கட்டிட்டார் சார்
So
They have a lot of the same interests, but he's like, okay, all right, good choice.
So it's definitely.
Oh, I love that sort of 70s
Oh.
sort of retro. Dude, I can't even, like, on the same stream. They're just like, they just have such commanding personalities.
Yeah.
Right? Sparks are flying.
Mm-hmm. Oh my.
All right. It's a body shot.
Yeah.
Nayakan and the superstar. Nayakan, I think, means like universal hero.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, they're giving them some thirsty looks.
So
They're
is
the
this
car wash
the
ladies.
Hooters garage or
The
what?
Hooters garage? Yeah. Why? Yeah. Okay. A little bit of what's the that poster or from the 20s or something?
Yeah. It looks like car wash garage all rolled into one.
I mean,
if
I'm
they have
mostly
a
just-
bar in there, that I think they'd have a good marketing angle for a club.
Yeah. Oh, who's gonna drive? Oh, I guess he's driving.
Oh,
Okay.
very nice.
That was cool. Well played. Can we have like a buddy cop movie? I'm getting buddy cop vibes,
It
like
does-
retired buddy cops.
yeah, very much so.
And look, that font is like so vintage. Like
Yeah.
it's so nice. Directed by Nelson. Okay.
சார்ஸ் ஒரு பீத்தோவனும் ஒரு பப்பி லகிரியும்
பப்பி
மிக்ஸ் பண்ண மாதிரி ஒரு தீம் மியூசிக் ரெடியாக இருக்கு கேட்போமா
அதெல்லாம் அப்புறம் கேட்கலாம். அதுக்கு முன்னாடி ஒன்று கேட்கணும்.
I mean, at that
I-
point, it's almost like age gets superiority.
Yeah,
I don't know
maybe.
who's older.
But you know, I think we've seen
Rajnikanth
some
is.
movies of where two elite spies or two elite police officers are always trying to one up each other all the way through. You know, they're all being a hero, but it's just like, well, I can do this, and then, or they're trying to get the girl, and they're trying to up each other.
Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely can see how that could come into this. You
Yeah.
know, I'm gonna. Well, look, I saved 100,000 kids. Look, I saved 1 million. You know.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay, I could see that, especially how they were like picking. See, the thing is because what's interesting about this is they both understand the taste, you know, because
yeah.
they're like their first initial reaction was like, oh, I'm going to do this. And he's like, great taste, because he also picked it. So it means like they have a lot of things in common.
Yeah.
And then they also are their own heroes, and like
Right,
they
right,
bring their own vibe
Yeah,
too,
yeah.
right? Well, because the sunglasses is the one thing that he like didn't even have to ask if anyone took it or not.
Yeah.
He just grabbed them because like this is me,
me,
and
yeah.
then it just happened that the other one.
yeah.
So they both have their again unique vibes, but again from the same
Yeah.
era.
And great as the door opened on each of them. They both look stunning.
I like how they just and then they walked in
Yeah,
and met
they
in the
walked
middle.
in this-
But I got like very like interesting, like I could see this as still we don't know. This was just giving like first look, sort of like promotional sort of thing.
It's a tease.
And he did that. Nelson did the same thing for Jailer 2, if you remember. It wasn't like it was a part of the movie or anything. It was just like him storming, the room that they're in, remember? I mean, it's been a while.
vaguely
I mean, it's
remember.
been a while.
Yeah.
But we did watch that promo. So here, it's sort of the same thing. Like, it's not like this is part of the movie or something. It was just
In
giving,
fact,
like,
it's
the vibes.
it's no outtakes in any of the movie. You know,
Right.
at which generally that's a traditional trailer. You're going to see
Right.
these
So
scenes. This is totally
It's a
something else.
promo.
It's a
so,
promo.
So that's the difference. Is
Yeah.
It's not trailer, it's not teaser, it's literally just a promo
And it's-
to get, well, it's not even the movie title name out.
Exactly. It's to get interest. It's to see.
Oh,
well,
there's
what-
already so much
Well, yeah,
interest, but yeah.
exactly. It's like these two coming together. It's like, I want to know more. Tell me more.
Yeah.
Tell me more. And they can keep doing these every couple of months for a year plus, and
Yeah.
then they do a trailer, and it keeps the movie vibe going. It gets people interested. You know, they're constantly in the news, so forth and so forth. So yeah, I get it. It's great marketing.
And film backers, I mean, this
Oh,
is really
yeah,
important
yeah,
when
yeah.
you're looking for distribution. So, because nowadays those distribution rights are being sold really quick, even before like the official trailer even comes out.
Yep.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if by the end of this week, like they'd already have the rights for distribution sold to like some large streamer or something like that. Because that's a lot of the times why you know like they build the hype even this early in the game because it doesn't even have a title on the movie yet.
And then at that point, the distributors can also start their marketing engines to build more hype and all that. So
So I mean, we definitely can expect, especially from this, is that deadpan humor. You know what I mean? That like sort of like that humor that doesn't feel like it's a punchline, but it is a punchline. It's just like it's just said, and then it's like, oh, and then the acting, because it's just like low key, but then it's like if you think about what they're saying, it's actually kind of funny, you know. And so we saw a lot of that in the two Nelson movies that we've seen, and also, yeah, it's true. It's like when you get two giant powerhouses on screen, like it's they're going to have to assess that in the movie. Like what you said, it's like one-upping each other. You know, they're both going to like fight for that heroism or something. You know, in reality, like if they're both going to be on the same team, it almost reminds me in Lord of the Rings, the dwarf and Legolas. You know how like, they were shooting and they're like, oh, 1930, and then you know, so that's kind of what you were talking about. Is like the two of them were like they were on the same team, but at the same time they were like angling like they're
42, 35.
Yeah. So they're definitely probably going to address that, but how they got in the car together and all that, like definitely this is like Starsky and Hutch sort of thing is how I'm envisioning it. Like some really cool, like maybe they have to like, maybe they're from different divisions and they have to come together, or maybe they're old partners, they retired, they went their separate ways, something is bringing them back together. Who knows? But whatever it is, it's, I mean.
They're the saviors for the movie industry.
Yeah.
Two big movie producer directors.
What?
You know, actually, that just surprises me. I don't think we've seen a movie where it's about the movie industry within India.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of them.
Well, no, where it was 100% about that whole drama.
Well, sort of. I
Which
mean,
one?
we've seen a couple of them. I mean, we saw one, not Sita, what's the, Shyam Singh Roy? Because it was about his drama with the copyright.
Right.
That's how it all started,
Right.
with his
Okay,
script of the
okay.
copyright
Yeah,
from
that's
his
a little
reincarnation.
bit. That's a
So,
little
I
bit.
mean, we've seen a number. It depends on how much about the movie industry you want it
Right.
to be. Because even Om Shanti Om
True,
was
true,
about
true,
the
yes.
movie industry
yeah.
in a way.
Yeah.
I mean, so we've seen
Yeah,
a number
I
of
guess
them. Like
so.
they've,
I guess so.
Gonna have to dig a little deep, but I mean, they're there. But anyway, totally hyped for this. The two of them, I mean, they exude style. Like it's, I don't know, the way they speak and the way they just stand on screen. It's like they command like their presence.
I'd
they're
hang out
very
with them.
commanding. You'd hang out with them?
I'd-
I'd love to see that. I'd love to see you just chilling with these guys, like swapping old stories.
Yeah,
and-
we'd have some chai together and, and just kind of, watch life go by and make our own observations about it.
All right, we'll work on making that happen so the three of you can, go talk stories. But anyway,
Three Caballeros, a new remake.
yeah. So I don't know. You guys let us know. Especially start recommending some Kamal Haasan movies because I'm realizing. I mean, I loved him in what we've seen so far.
Yes.
Especially Vikram. I mean, he was
Yep.
very awesome in Vikram. But please suggest more Kamal Haasan movies because I really want to get deeper into his filmography. And I mean, Rajnikanth, I mean, I'm always ready for another recommendation of his. But I mean, we've seen quite a few of his movies, but always welcome for more. And in the comments, let us know below what you're thinking. Are you hyped? It can't come soon enough.
What
in
do you
my
think
opinion.
the story is?
Yeah, I really want to know what everyone's idea of what if you had these two amazing actors, what would your ideal plot or movie be?
Wow,
would one
that'd
play
be great.
maybe one plays the villain and one plays the hero. But then it's who plays the hero, who plays the villain? Or is
There
it
you
a
go.
buddy cop movie? Let your imagination go wild, and I want to read those comments. So thank you so much for watching along with us, and I hope you liked this video. And if you did, please remember to take a moment to subscribe to the channel, share the video, and upvote it by slapping the like button.